What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don. We are back with videos. We are back with videos after months of being out. I finally decided that now is a good time to be back because there's a certain somebody in music who decided to make that same comeback. They call him the Rat. They call him a snitch, aka better known as 6ix9ine. I ain't even gonna call him the king of New York because he don't get that type of respect from me. This video right here is just my reaction to it. Watching the live, watching the end of the live, and just seeing the amount of people actually who support his movement in a sense of him coming back and coming back by basically snitching on everybody that he was working with. And he said a lot of things towards the end of the live. I'm gonna try and post maybe a link to it if I can in the description box, at least to the video. I don't want to be copyrighted, so I'm not gonna put in actual content. But my channel mostly is about sports and reacting. But I figure I start reacting to these too because it's important to talk about what happens in the rap game as well, and we need to talk about it. Alright, so homie's free, 6ix9ine comes back on live, and he starts flexing all his jewelry. He's flexing his new song that he dropped, which it sounds okay. It sounds like something that he would make. But I wanted to talk about the actual 3 minute segment, I would say, towards the end of the live, where he explains why he did what he did. And I'm going to tell you that if you pay really close attention to the live, if you rewatch the live, there weren't really a lot of people in there that I would say are big names associated with rap music. So that should kind of tell you where this is headed towards. It should tell you what type of career he might have or might not have, depending on what happens with him. Because we all know that he's a big target now, in in his career and for the rest of however he decides to make music. Um, there's something to be said for keeping your stuff in the music and then having things that you do outside of music match what you do. And what I mean by that is if you say you about a certain life that you live, it's best for you to live that life in some type of ways. But we all know 6ix9ine is not that type of kid. A lot of people want to come out here and say, "Oh well, he did what he was supposed to do. You would have done the same thing." Listen, I'm gonna speak for myself and tell you that if it was me in the situation and I knew I was affiliated to boost my music, because this is the reason why 6ix9ine actually decided to be part of the whole Treyway and whatnot, was really to help his music and his image. And in return, Treyway got some money from him doing whatever. They fumbled the bag as well by not realizing how to keep 6ix9ine, basically in check. And I think that goes to show you that maybe some of the street mentality, somebody should have told these guys, listen, we can make money off 6ix9ine by letting him do his thing. But what they ended up doing was they ended up really extorting him for everything, which really led to his alibi in court, at least, not in real life. So really, they fumbled that by allowing. Basically, they gave the way they handled 6ix9ine, gave 6ix9ine the opportunity to get out in court. But from 6ix9ine's point of view, I think that, listen, if you're gonna be an artist, you either rap about it and you do it, or you don't. Because there's many rappers out here that actually do what they say they do, or for the most part, as far as we know, it checks out. If you know what I mean. For example, you got Rowdy and Bobby. Rowdy and Bobby are currently locked, but everybody knows that they did the time and they did what they were supposed to do. At least if you're a rapper that claims to do that. And that's the key. Like, I ain't saying that if I was to catch a case or whatever and I was not about that street life that I would hold it down for the street. Probably not, because I'm not in the streets. You know what I mean? But 6ix9ine wanted to say that he was to boost his music, so you gotta make a choice about who you want to be. Either you are that person or you are not. You're not gonna be able to choose both, and I think that's what you're gonna see. People internationally are gonna like him and make music with him, but people here in the United States, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's gonna happen. You gotta be very careful, especially 6ix9ine, when you decide what you want to do next in your career, because Instagram live numbers don't mean anything. Yeah, he hit 2 million for his Instagram live and stuff like that. That what does that mean? You don't get an award for that. People are not gonna dish out real money for you on that, but you may get recognition from it from maybe other artists overseas, like you saw in the comment section, but it's not something that holds a lot of weight. His new video that came out just now already has over, I believe, over like 6 million views, something like that. A couple million views already, at least on Instagram Live, and I think they're already pushing over a million on YouTube. But your videos is one thing, and your actual life is another thing. You gotta be careful how you move in the street, man. If you say you part of the street, you gotta follow the street code. And if you're not following the street code, the streets usually, talk. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. And not everybody is from the street. We understand that. Drake is not from the street. We understand that. He's just a talented artist that makes rap music. Nobody took it as far as 6ix9ine did, though, and that's the thing. Like you want to beef with people who actually did things and then say they're not what they say they are, and then you say that you are. But then when it comes for your day in court, you say, well, I'm not that at all because these people took advantage of me and extorted me. That was what you accepted. That is what you accepted when you basically co-signed on that image. The other side of the image is what you accepted also. So that's what I think really about the whole 6ix9ine situation. I don't think it's really gonna last because Instagram Live is one thing and making videos and albums is another thing. He's gonna do well, trust me. If he drops another album, he's gonna do if he can get to the point where he can drop a couple of albums and the heat dies down. But if you keep going Instagram Live flexing this and flexing that, listen, man, it's cold out here in New York City, so I don't know if you really necessarily want to do that. But it's up to him because it's not looking like if you look closer into like the live today, you kind of see how it's gonna be. Most of those people in those comment sections were from overseas. They were not any type of big name rappers. I've seen a couple of people who are from here. Wolf Vicky was in here. A couple other people, but not relevant people because you gotta be smart with your next music that you drop. And I don't think 6ix9ine is definitely gonna be on that. He's gonna be on some features though. Trust me. He's going to be on some features eventually. But, if you associate with that guy, trust me, a lot of people are not going to take that well because of the image that he has now and the reputation. But let me know in the comment section what you think about all of this. I'm officially back now. I mean, I had to make a comeback. I'll explain more. After this video is dropped, and I'll probably make another video as to why I've been out for so long. But definitely subscribe. If you check out my channel, I have a lot of sports stuff on there, it's old now. It's really old. But if you kind of check it out, you'll kind of see what type of content I bring. I plan on doing more reactions to everything now. So besides sports with the whole Rona, we'll talk about that though. So it might just also be music. It's gonna be sports. It could be entertainment. Just to give us something to talk. Just to give us something to talk about, and we can put it in the comment section, and we can discuss these things, man. Because right now we're socially distancing, so we might as well communicate from a distance and get these topics out and just negotiate it that way between each other. But it's your boy Don. We back with another video, and I see y'all next time, man. Peace. I'm out.